Alright, so this is take two. I'm doing a second recording because the first one, I think I sounded like an idiot, but if you hear this one, you'll never hear that one. And if you hear that one, you'll never know I thought I sounded like an idiot. Now, moving on. Basically what I did here was I was watching some videos on YouTube regarding cobblestone generators, more specifically how to upconvert to, say, like diamonds relatively easily and more specifically fast, which is, I ran across the design like, hold up, it wasn't this long, but the basic principle is, it is just a cobblestone generator. Sorry about that. That's powered by, you know, the fact that it works. Block breakers from red power are below it. And that breaks the blocks. The reason I have the caps on here, I actually, in the other video, I still had this covered up. I didn't want any weird lag from it. And that's why I covered up the water and all the sides are sealed. But I'm too lazy to reset because I don't actually technically script these things. This is what? The first one I'm actually doing where I'm talking. But anyways, back to what you people actually care about. What happens is it breaks the block, sends it into the pneumatic tubes to the other end. The fastest way you can break them is 1.500. I put it on 1.700 because I find that I still manage to fill it up. In the other video, it was completely full. But basically, I still seem to be generating cobble faster than I can pull it out, no matter how I've managed to, or tried rather, to pull it out. Even stacks of 64. I think I'll start putting other stacks in and see if that makes it better, but that's for later. I have 4 of those levels total. 1 over there, 3 there. And they both they fill up both these chests in 4 minutes. That's not important. What's important is the fact that the sorting machine pulls them out in 64, puts them into these, which is making it into iron. I also have a whole bunch of collectors around them to kind of help. And then this pulls out the iron in stacks of 1s. When this is actually running and pulling them out, it's not so bad. Right now, they're just stacking up. And it basically makes a diamond every 7 seconds. Roughly. Don't quote me on it. It has its weird moments. But that's basically the principle. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, see. Make a liar out of me, why don't you? But anyways, that's that. But now for what I actually promised I would show off. I mentioned it in the comment of one of my videos that I made. It was like the second one I did. The first one was a practice to make sure the video editing worked. And the second one I don't even remember what I did. But I promised I would show an automatic tree farm because this is something that I looked up for the longest time. An easy, in-depth way to do it. And I came up blank. Hopefully I can explain this better in this one than the last one. Alright, this is the main circuit. This timer is set for 7 seconds, which causes the system to restart every, 7, and then the other one's set on 17, so about 22 seconds. Anyways, it sends a signal here, which this one's on no delay, which goes to that set over there, and then this one goes to the other set. Just try to bear with me. I'm horrible at explaining things, specifically like this. Alright, this is what controls the deployers, which is the sapling and the bone meal. When it gets triggered, it flips this switch, which allows current into the system. And then this plants the sapling. It's on no delay, so it does that immediately. This one, however, is on a single delay and then also goes into a switch so that it allows the timer to go. The timer's set on 0.500, and the reason I did that is originally when I made this, there's been 3 iterations of it. This one, my first attempt, and my second one. First attempt looked horrible. The wire was a whole bunch more cluttered. The second one, it was way more condensed than this, but to be honest, it's been months since I did that, and I didn't remember how to do it, so. But basically, in my second one, I found that a lot of times what happens is it'll plant the sapling just fine, but for some reason bone meal does not always seem to work with the deployer. There seems to be a margin of error, and this is set on 0.500, and the timer, timer, yeah, it's a timer. Okay, anyways, the counter has a maximum count of 3, which allows it to pulse at 3, it's either 3 or 6, hell if I know. Very quick pulses, that typically almost always works. Anyways, after that system's pretty much done, this one kicks in, which is for the deployer up there, which has the sand in it, and then the piston, which pushes down. So you see, whoops, fail, I fail. This is the block breaker. This deploys saplings, this deploys bone meal. They're all full. All of the wood and all of the sand goes into here. Sorry, I have heartburn. And then the sand is shot up by this sorting machine, and then the wood gets sent down there. I originally made this because I figured it would be more efficient. However, this is where my being a failure at math comes into play. Technically, it's worth more EMC than cobblestone, but the problem is I can make more cobblestone in a smaller area than I can make these. But either way, if you're wanting to make like wooden planks using automatic crafting tables or something like that, this is perfect, and I've got to make it daytime again. I hate that. That in the rain. Alright. This is the single use because I haven't connected these wires, but to show you that it does work. Aha! See? And the system works. Since I know that it kicked on like it's supposed to, I'll reconnect these to show you that the system does actually restart like it's supposed to. You can see the sand going up into it, so I never have to refill the sand. It covers that on its own. But as you can see, there's a small percentage of sand that strays off its path. Luckily, I put a way more sand in there than I needed. But as you can see, it works perfectly fine. Hopefully this was easy to understand. If not, feel free to yell at me. Works perfectly fine by me. Okay, thanks, bye.